Hey guys, welcome back to Occultists Anonymous. We are Sans Mammon for the time being. He may join us mid-episode or next episode, hopefully soon. Before we start, as always, hey, come join us on Discord, come follow us on Patreon, and very specifically, thank you to our patrons, Claire, Danny, Giovanni, Michael, Noba, Perry, Ryan, Samuel, Schmitty, and Thomas. Thanks, guys. We appreciate your support. Also, saying this has reminded me that I think I need to post the next Wyrd journal. So that'll be the third Wyrd journal. That'll be up. I think there's 2 more left. So come swing by and check that out. And also, our Discord channel now, our Discord server totally needs a Music of Mage channel now, I think, at this point, because that has been a frequent topic of discussion. So come check that out and see what that's all about. Okay, enough of the rigmarole yammering on from me. Let's cut back to where we left off, which was Songbird looking up at a 9-foot tall, Viking barbarian, scald, old, heavily wrinkled, super muscular, gray hair, bearded, yes?
He's a giant.
Yes.
G-E-Y-E-A-N-T.
What?
It's eyes. Giant.
Eye. We're all week sitting on that one.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, and he is in fact covered in eyes. Some appear to be tattoos, some are scars, some seem to be just natural deformations on his skin, and all with a very kind of runic kind of look, not stylized tattoos. And yes, and looks down at Songbird and says, "What do you want?"
Your help.
Yes, little brother, but for what specific purpose?
I'm looking for a lost tome.
That seems rather irresponsible of you. It's yours, and you've lost it?
It belongs to my order. It was borrowed and never returned.
He kind of looks you up and down and says, "You're a bit stocky for a librarian."
It's because I'm not a librarian.
Very well. Oops. Way to ruin the roll here, guys. Yeah, sorry. Yes. I am the intersection of knowledge and desire. Those who pass by me may find what they seek, but first you must pass by me. And he kind of widens his stance out and puts his arms forward and says, "Bring it."
All right.
Are we still outside the room at this point, or did he let us in?
Unless he says he shouted what I think you said, green light. Green light if you can come in, red light if the abyss has showed up. Yeah.
I want to watch Songbird fight an angel.
So is that his actual name? Like the intersection, or is it?
I mean, that is what he has given you.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
And yeah,
cool.
He's in a very wrestling pose. Just to be clear,
right.
Yeah. And let me pull up and double check. But per the grapple rules, I believe it is a strength and athletics. Pulling it up. I was looking at it while I was at work today, because that's me getting work done. Yes. Okay. Yeah. To grab your opponent, it is strength plus brawl minus defense.
Okay.
Am
I trying to grab him?
You're wrestling.
I mean, that's fine.
He said get by. He said get by him.
Oh, that's true.
So I'm gonna try and run and slide through his legs.
Okay.
Very athletically.
Cool. No, that's
There's only one way to fight a giant, and it's to not let him know where you are.
Don't let him.
I've played Dark Souls 2 enough times.
Roll button.
If he pulls off his own arm, I'm going to be upset.
So okay. Well, in that case, because normally this would be strength plus brawl minus defense, but since you are not defending, you will instead roll your dodge, which is whatever your defense is doubled. And then you will use that to subtract from his successes. And so he will roll.
Wait, is he trying to grab me, or am I trying to actively do something?
Well, in this case, because you're saying that you're getting past him, like as you're moving forward, he is going to try and grab you.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Okay. Let's just make this an open roll. Let's just use the spell roll here.
I'm going to spend a willpower on this.
Cool.
This is my last one that I have.
Oh, hello there, Tens. How are you today?
Oh, boy.
He gets 4 successes. And what is your defense, sir?
5 double is 10 plus 3. So 13 dice.
Yep.
Songbird dice.
So he grabs hold of you. And let's see here. On a success,
Wow.
Both of you are grappling. Okay, cool.
Your hands are so soft.
He laughs. And yeah, he's got as you. Well, how are you dodging? Like you said, you're literally trying to duck
Like
under his
baseball
legs?
slide.
Okay, yeah. So he grabs you, and yeah, we're just going to say at that point you're already prone, which in a brawl actually has no effect on the actual rolling. From there, he did not get an exceptional success, so he does not get to pick a move immediately. And then we roll again to control the grapple.
Okay.
I actually really like the way grapple rules work in this because they're kind of separate from your actual actions in combat. So he is rolling his... Whoops. Where'd that pop-up go? Oh no! I have too many sheets. Okay. So he rolls his... And this is not affected by defense. Oh!
Jesus.
Okay.
Wow.
And this is versus yours, so...
This is versus my what?
Strength plus brawl.
We might not be getting any information out of this angel.
All right, I'm rolling 7 dice.
Oh, that's not bad.
He
There's
doesn't
only one
necessarily
less than
have to
him.
succeed, right? He just has to make a good showing.
Hey,
Isn't that-
4.
So, right.
I mean,
Which does, and very specifically prevents him from getting a exceptional success. So he will decide to, well, you're already prone. He doesn't need to disarm you. Yeah, so he's going to put you in a hold.
Okay.
And that is his action. To break free, actually, let's see here. Oh, you would have to win the grapple to break the hold. Yeah.
Right.
So we shall roll again, sir.
Okay. Can I do anything else?
If you would like to, you are able to cast spells while being grappled. Yeah, you could try that.
I'm going to cast Control Gravity.
Okay. It is at a -3.
That's fine.
Let's see here.
Specifically, I'm going to cast it on some of the weapons that are laying about
Okay.
and throw them at him.
Oh, okay. So literally controlling gravity at
Because
an
like
angle.
he's like leaning down and he's like on the edge of the circle, like trying to like kind of pin me down to the ground and stuff. So they're all just going to like from like, 5
an
feet away,
angle or
just like
something?
start flying at him.
Cool. All right. Casting during the grapple. Where's this thing at? I believe it's just literally a -3. And cannot employ any yantras involving movement.
Okay.
But that's fine because you're going to try and do this instantly. So cool. Yeah, do that. I dig it.
Reach doesn't matter. I'm in my domain.
Oh, very true.
So I am increasing it to advanced skill to just grab a bunch of them.
Okay.
And then just one yantra. Can I use my domain as the yantra? Environmental.
Yeah, that's actually what I was looking up.
+2, right?
It is.
It seems thematic that like I've summoned things here and I'm using like controlling the area around me that I've set up with my soulstone and stuff.
Yeah, let's see here. I was trying to see exactly. I thought the yantra is a +2. So I was just trying to see real quick. Places, there we go. G-bus. Domain. Yeah, +2 die. Mm-hmm.
Cool. Sorry, I forgot the minus. So it's a -3. For the grapple.
Oh, right. Mm-hmm. So you're at
3 dice.
3. Yep. Damn. So.
And this is not meant to like impale him with things and stuff. Yeah. It really is just a complete like
you're throwing
distraction and surprise him and stuff.
He's a big dude. Definitely looks like he could take a beating. And so I think you said you had axes. Your
axes, like a spear, and
is probably there.
For sure.
And so as these things start flying at him, I'm not even going to worry about rolling damage. But yeah, they start striking him, and he looks, particularly like what the F. Let's roll again. He's going to take a penalty to his brawl here.
John has messaged us.
Oh, good stuff. Oh, wow. Okay, that's not great.
Oh, hey, you took a penalty.
I
break.
Nice.
Sweet. Okay. Well, at this point, you control the grapple. Which one of the options you can do is to break free, or you can hold, do damage. There's a couple options. I'm zipping around it. It's on page 218. But yeah, you can break free. You can control a weapon, which you guys aren't fighting over. You can just inflict damage based on your successes. So you could do 2 bashing damage. Disarm them. Again, you would have to have a weapon. Drop prone, already there. Hold would then could be then put into a restrain on if you succeeded on the next one, or to take cover using their body, which I totally wish I had thought about, but he couldn't do that. Yeah, no, because you did it after anyways. So yeah, you're calling, and like I said, if you want to, you can break free, and then that is a reflexive action. So then you could immediately take another action afterwards, which would be like running.
I will break free and then continue to like duck under him as he's like getting pelted in the face with axe.
Sure, yeah. So basically what we have is you holding him, just like maintaining this grip, and shit goes flying at him. Mm-hmm. And in that moment of distraction, you grab him and kind of throw him a little off balance. Hands,
yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go. And he's looking, and at that point, just duck up and just kind of get around behind him. Mm-hmm. And just he kind of, stops and kind of looks over his shoulder at you.
I'm past you.
He's like, okay, that's a novel way of doing it. Normally it's wrestling. I am a being of my word. And, kind of turns around and like, drops to like kind of the samurai kneel, hands on hips, and goes, very well. Tell me of this grimoire you seek.
Invite us in.
Green light.
I am bursting through that door.
We have the door that they both tumble through.
And Travis and Wyrd kind of get hung up in the door because they're both trying to go at the same time.
Yep. And he kind of looks, and there's a look of like unsavory characters, like they're not from around here kind of look, and says,
I know.
Yeah, very well.
I feel the same way.
This grimoire.
But here I am.
I imagine it is not called Green Light.
No. It is called Thursan's Codex of Cerebromancy.
Okay. And you've lost it. Do you have anything of it that I can use? A page taken from it.
It is a stone tablet.
Chips of stone?
No, I don't believe so.
I have anything physically of it. We have names.
names are a place to start. What names do you know?
I know Mashta is the person who borrowed it from our order.
The last person.
The last person who we know at it. Part of a cabal of mages known as the
Temple of Prosperous
Temple of the
Future.
Prosperous Flame. Nope, future. I fucking
See?
did it.
You did it too.
I don't know what it is about that.
Yeah. Prosperous Future. And they disappeared 60 years ago. Seemingly in a flash.
We know that the tablet itself is in a couple 1,000-year-old Mesopotamian stone.
You see, as it begins to think for a second, it says, very well, I will see what I can do. And I've got to remember how much oomph he's got, because he's got unlimited reach, but not unlimited spell pools here. Invisible entities, rank. Where is... I was looking at it earlier. I'm 90% sure they roll their power plus finesse because they don't have gnosis. Combat. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so they roll, instead of gnosis plus arcana, they roll power plus finesse. Okay, now I have to pretend to be Mammon and cast some space spells. And he is a rank 2 entity. All right. So he knows. So he has the sympathetic name of the object because he has the codex. He himself has no connection to it other than the fact that he is a supernal being. So he has a weak connection to it because it is prime, it is a grimoire. So, stupid bug. So he needs to get past a withstand of 3. So he needs a potency of 4. Let's bust out the template. How much reach do you need? I don't care. Don't care. What is your gnosis? It has...
Power plus finesse, so pick one of them to be gnosis and one of them to be arcana.
Yep. 6, 5, right? Yep. Penalties to increase gnosis. We have a -6. Duration. He's just going to reach for that. Scale, doesn't care. Bonus from yantras, doesn't care. Well, actually, yes, he's going to use... Nope, can't use the domain. Shoot. Cool.
Does he have his own version of high speech?
He is high speech. The words he speaks is high speech. All right. That said, he's still rolling a
5 dice.
5 dice.
Yeah.
Hey, that's all you. And so he just waves his hand, and in front of him is this window of a very up close view of the codex, and just sitting there, he just looks at it and he tilts his head and the whole window moves as he's just kind of peering around the codex. The view that you guys get of it, it looks like it's set out in a glass case, like a museum, style case. The room around, however, is very not museum. It looks like, private showroom, some rich muckety muck kind of set up with their little, antiquities or whatever like that. And the camera pans around high ceilings, wood grain walls, not a ton to identify the location. Obviously, if you were in the room, you guys would be able to recognize it. There are other, what do you want to call them? Other antiquities.
Display cases?
Yeah, other display cases with other objects. There's no rhyme or reason behind a lot of them.
Do I recognize any of them?
Actually, we can pull on that, and actually, we'll actually go ahead and say no without even rolling.
Okay.
Most of this stuff looks like they're ancient stuff, but it's not like, none of this stuff looks like it's kept for its particular. None of it is particular art or pretty kind of things, and they all kind of have that look of that's some kind of magical doohickey. That's you've got you literally see like books, set out, and a number of different things like that. But about a minute into the summoning, as they're just kind of looking, and you guys are kind of inspecting, pointing stuff, trying to figure out what it is. Like I said, you have this very up close view of the codex. Mm-hmm. Everything else is kind of blurred and in the background. A door opens up, and a well-dressed person looks very not like doesn't. Craig does. Wyrd does not recognize the guy. Right? It's not the guy who sent the letter. He's not that well dressed. This guy is, shirt, slacks, looks very manservant, butler, modern butler kind of look, and walks in and just, hands behind his back, very astute, and kind of walks about the room, looking kind of curiously until his eyes kind of fall on the codex, and we have the scry windows kind of looking past the codex up at him, and it just kind of looks down, kind of inspects the codex. Doesn't quite have that eyes focusing on you like it can see the scry or anything like that, and says, and kind of moves off, and you can kind of hear from the distance, I believe we have an intruder mistress. And we'll call him Intersection for now. Kind of looks over and says, well, little brother, do we keep watching?
Yes.
Unless you know where this place is.
No, I am no imp.
Fair.
And so he, kind of sits back, and the camera kind of pans towards the door, and there's just a moment where there's a shadow, in the doorway, a silhouette, and then suddenly the spell winks out. Oh, that was rude.
Counterspelled.
I didn't know they could do that.
I mean, you can do that.
So you did do that.
What?
Counterspell?
I didn't dispel a scrying.
No, but if the spell is there, and if you have, say, Mage Sight to see a spell in action.
So we know it exists, and we know it's in the possession of someone.
Intersection kind of looks over and says, I can cast it again.
Is there any other way to... Because he's got space, right?
Mm-hmm. Up to 2 dots in space. Oh, I think 1 dot is locate object.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's like a little bit of an imp.
Yep. But the problem is it doesn't give you a point on a map.
Sure.
Or give him a direction to go. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I want to see who this person is. But I feel like if we cast it again, she's just going to immediately dispel it. Again.
So I'm trying to see. All right, let me take a look at practices. Double check that I can't get creative here. Compelling. Nope. Knowing.
Can you scrutinize inside a post-cognition?
No.
Okay.
No,
I was wondering if Wyrd could rewind and then, like, try to see if there was a signature nimbus or a spell cast on the thing. So we would
No.
have
Yeah,
some
try
kind of a
that.
link.
turning mage sight on in post cognition, it by that alone is kind of dubious. Scrutinizing, I think, is definitely going to be a step too far.
Yeah, there's a spell in the preview for the book that maybe one day will come out that lets you scry through like
Through time.
camera footage and stuff, and it's like big penalties to do so. And you can only get surface level information. So like through like somebody else's perspective through time is probably just not feasible.
Yep. No, he would definitely need 3 dots to actually manage to pull off any further information. But I mean, he can at least locate object.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll do that real quick, and we'll just doesn't even need to take penalties or anything because he'll just give you a direction. Actually, you know what? Hang on, let me reread that spell again. Because I was looking at the practices, and I think I've been a little too rough about it. As long as the subject of the spell is within the area. That's what it is. Okay, being in the area of the spell, she knows its precise location. So, because can he target an area? Well, he's seen that area. Ooh, I hadn't thought this one through before. Mammon might be better with locate object than I thought.
Mm-hmm. And
That's
create an
awesome.
area of like ping around it.
Right.
And then once you get close to it, you're like, oh, hey.
Well, the subject is in the area, but how do you define the area? That's when it's first cast. Okay. Well, I will have to remember that in the future. I was happy with how the one reach worked because that's the tracking. He's in that direction, but knowing its precise location while it's in the area of the spell. All right. Well, let us roll. Let's see, what do we need? Still need our -6, so we're still rolling that 5. Because it's still sympathetic casting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, I will take that one.
Get all those ones.
110 though. That's all you
Yep.
need. Did it.
And because he can do advanced scale for size. Advanced scale for size, yeah. Advanced scale for scale. Which gives a size of not very large. So advanced scale, a large house or building. So, oh no, that wouldn't even matter because we're not in the area. It would technically no. Folks at home, you're probably never going to see any of this, but welcome to ruling spells. Okay, so as long as the grimoire doesn't leave the area, you know its precise location. But how do you determine? That's the subject. So as long as it's still there, you know exactly where it's at. Okay. Because then if it leaves that initial area, the building or house, then it is no longer in there. You don't know where it's at, but you can keep tracking it. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so he kind of looks at you and says, it is in a building somewhere in Philadelphia.
All right.
All right. Philadelphia is good. That's, less than 1% of the world that we now have to search in.
Not quite what I had in mind, but
Hey, there's old things in Philadelphia.
Indeed.
Like Mr. Feeney.
Oh, wow. The Boy Meets World reference. Okay.
Your boy meets world.
And let's see here. And you gave him an hour. He can cast instantly. So yeah, he's like, yeah, it's in Philadelphia. I'm trying to decide. No, he's not an imp. He can't give you exact street address.
Nah, that's fine. Very well then. That is a huge help.
Can we ask him more things?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
May they ask you more things?
Yes. And that is, definitely something you guys, know. Once you get past the band, then he's there and he's able to interact and help. So
I just know he would only answer questions for Songbird.
I mean, technically, but he's here. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us anything about our letter sender? We have an address, we have an appearance.
Oh, yes, and you have something that
we have the actual
touched.
letter he sent us. Yeah.
His handwriting, yeah.
Okay, well, my knowledge.
See, Intruders, this is why you're the smart one. I would have never thought of that. I was like, all right, we're good here. Go ahead.
Yeah, it doesn't know a ton because it is just space. Oh, actually, hang on. Do we have anything in Prime that might use Pierce Deception?
We removed the Prime spell that was on it, so.
Right, which actually gives it a weak connection to whoever cast it. I'm trying to see if there's anything one could use to view. No, okay. Yeah, so basically just limited to space spells at that point. Flying Master and Scrying. Right, yeah. So he could very well try to yeah, okay. So I was reading another spell. So he can try to reach that, to reach the mysterious sender.
Mm-hmm.
So again, with a -6 penalty, reach. Does he need anything else? Because Scrying doesn't have a withstand because it's cool. Though he has now spent 3 mana. I have to keep track of that. Cool. Spell roll. 5.
Oh.
No.
Okay, then.
Wyrd, do you have anything to add?
No, not really.
The questions for an angel?
I don't even know where to begin. I have so many questions. Hey,
He's here for an hour.
Emanation Realms. I know this isn't necessarily your idea. Like, I'm looking for... There's legends, old Celtic legends about a place called the Otherworld. Would you know anything about that and where I might find... I mean, we all know that legends have a basis in truth. Do you know where I might find an entrance or an emanation of the Otherworld?
Yes. But not one that you seek.
I'll take what I can get.
Yeah. He would only have a connection to Aetheric.
Right. That's what I was...
Well, but I was thinking he's able to find stuff, right? Maybe he would be able to locate.
He wouldn't have a connection to it, though.
Right, yeah.
So he'd be pushing, mad penalties and stuff
Okay.
to try.
Yeah, the whole reason he could do grimoires is because grimoires are a prime spell.
Okay.
Yep. But no, as for a...
But I'll take any emanation realm at this point, so sure.
Yeah. No, an etheric emanation realm. Um,
Can we go to that if you're not
Mhm.
Prime?
yeah,
Okay.
I mean, it's a place that like normal mundane people can stumble into if they know the right way or how. It's super dangerous.
Should be
but
fun.
he nods. He says, "There's not one in this city. And the lie is too heavy here.
Mhm.
But outside in what you know as New York, there is one.
I'm gonna go upstate.
I mean, in some
Go into the mountains.
yeah, up into amongst the hills and mountains. I don't know. Does New York have mountains? Whatever.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm a West Coast boy. There is an emanation realm where you may find those of my kin, though I urge you to tread lightly on places such as that. They are rare and volatile.
I like these words.
Gonna go hang out with some angels.
Yeah, angels, technically, yes. Sure, put me on the spot like this, Craig. Yeah, let's take a look real quick at emanation realms. And lower depths, shadow, astral realms. I think I'm going in the wrong direction. I am. Bridges, domains. Scalesti. Oh, no, that's not. That can't be right.
And you can table that for later if you want, but
Indeed. I thought I had something off the top of my head.
Well,
But-
you have a place to start now.
Yeah.
mhm. Indeed. Man,
What's the second half of this guy's name?
he is the intersection of knowledge and desire.
And desire.
Mm-hmm.
You cut out
What?
for that second
Oh,
half.
What
sorry.
and desire?
Knowledge
No.
and desire.
Yeah,
Knowledge and
intersection
desire.
of knowledge and desire.
Ask him if that's actually his name.
His name.
That is the name by which you can conjure me. If you wish, you
Very
may
well.
give me a shorter name.
I would never. The nicknames are a lie.
To presume.
They
Ones that do not resonate with you,
There you go. Yeah.
I should say.
Seriously, where is Astral Realms in this book? Whatever. Emanation Realms. Oh, they're there. Because they have an example of one, and dang it, they have 3 examples, and neither of which I can easily steal because they're not etheric. So yeah, he mentions that there's one in upstate New York, somewhere in the mountains and forests of untouched wilderness.
It's the Alleghenies?
But
Are those the New York Mountains?
Sounds about right.
sure, go with those.
It's the top end of the Appalachians.
Oh, gotcha. So yes. But yeah, you may find what you seek there.
Sounds cool.
thank you.
I will
Oh,
warn you,
intersection.
it is not of, it's not my people. It is more of my cousins, the Seraphim. So
Ah.
The
Get to
fun
wrestle with
ones.
some angels.
I do not visit regularly.
More like fireball swallowing competitions and
Yeah.
Sounds fun.
Yep. Cool. Well, would either of y'all like to ask anything else of him? I think he's been extremely helpful today.
Yeah.
And we're very grateful.
You're welcome.
Do you want to take a selfie with an angel?
I don't think it would work.
Oh boy. What does happen then? But I think actually legitimately holds up his hand. Please no. And then if you guys are done, he is gone.
Yep.
Okay.
Oof.
Yep. Hey, everybody take an arcane beat.
Yay.
Woo!
Well, we got some answers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just go and start doing some politicking in Philadelphia. And
Which, for Adamantine Arrow,
it's probably the same caucus.
Mysterium, and I need to double check the Guardians. I'm 90% sure they're all going to still be in your current caucus. It'll be a different concilium, but yeah, be the
Right.
same caucus.
Is the Mysterium hive mind related to Concilium or Caucus?
Caucus.
Okay. Because before you said that he could see New York.
Yeah, I'm double checking. Because I think it says local. Because there's two steps for it. There's one that like, hey, you have access to all these libraries, and then the other is like you have a connection to a bunch of people. So let's see here. 2 dots applies to all Mysterium caucuses. Yeah, so he has access to any library held by the Cabal or Mysterium caucus. Yep. So yeah, he would have access to that same library in Philly. Yeah, it's the 5 dot where you have a medium connection to every member of the order. Yeah. I need to visit anywhere in the world. Where's
That's
a
crazy.
friend? I'm a teleport there. Mysterium, get around. Anyways, cool. And so yes, as he winks out, you guys are kind of left with that, the world is a little bit dimmer and a little bit darker, a little more full of the lie.
Gross.
Yep. What's your guys' plan now?
Oh,
Thanks.
Songbird needs a snack.
Yeah, that's true.
You've been here for
It's been
9
9
hours.
It was 9
You want to
hours.
like take a nap? Yeah, what time of
Thanks
day is it?
Thanks, Songbird, for this. By the way, that was
Late afternoon, I think.
Yeah,
Nice
so
to
what
be
time
listening.
did you start? Because that's
Yeah, like 6. So
That was
So-
yeah, 3
really
o'clock.
cool.
Yeah, so I think at this point it's like you open the door and like Wyrd and Intruders went and got lunch. And it's like been sitting there for a little bit. But yeah, so there you go. So Songbird goes to get a snack.
Mhm.
Anything else, guys? For the
Um,
immediate future?
I mean, I want to text Shannon and ask her if she knows anything about this, the Nimbus that was on the letter that we saw.
Oh, okay. Cool.
That'd be more of a, hey, are you in town? Do you want to go like get dinner? We can chat about this.
Hey, and yeah, if you want to do that too. Do you mention that you're trying to figure out something about a Nimbus?
Yes.
Yeah. She will tell you like doesn't sound like a familiar Nimbus.
Oh, okay.
That said, if you want to go have dinner with Shanda, sure. Because
Yeah. I figured it would be easier to talk about in person, but if she can't help me, then
Nimbuses, anyways, are not like I think I mentioned it out of the show, but yeah, they're not they're super personal. Most people don't like record them. That's like having a database of people's fingerprints. It's like, wait, why do you need this? Because you work with kids. Okay, that makes sense. But other people, why do you need my fingerprints? So
I mean, it seems like the kind of thing you would keep track of. That someone
Sounds
would
like
keep
some-
track of.
Sounds like
Yeah.
some Tony Stark bullshit to me. All mages must register.
right.
I mean, as bad as some of these groups are for like following the rules and keeping track of shit, like
Yep. But at the same time, there's a lot of mages who, walk the line of certain rules and stuff like that, and don't want their, Nimbus being out there and stuff like that. And also, it is also one of those things that if somebody wants to do something really bad, they're going to go find a rote for it. And they're going to use a rote for it, and they're going to leave no Nimbus behind.
Yep.
Okay, so how to find this person?
We just call him.
You could just call him, yeah. Do you want to do that?
If I'm on the phone with someone,
Mm-hmm.
could Mammon use that connection, for example, to scry?
No. Well, would that count as remote?
I mean, it's a literal connection to them.
Right. Which the sympathy is a emotional, spiritual connection between things. But it might count as remote viewing. No, because it still has to be visual. Now, there was one thing. What was it?
Well, wouldn't it be sensory range?
Yeah. Potentially. What I was thinking here is.
Like, all spells can't be visual. There gotta be blind mages.
Sure. And in those cases, sensory is different for them. But let's see here. What I was trying to see is tune in from forces.
Mm-hmm.
Translations. Translate these into something they can understand. Transmitting cables, go before eyes and streams of data. From all become open to the senses as well as wireless communications. So that would let you tune into. See, and this is legitimately, this is where I want to get into Swords of Sorcery's conjunction magic, because this is where you go tune in plus scrying, space and forces, and that's where you would end up getting something like that, where it's like, I want to see who I'm calling. But yeah, spaces by itself, no, I don't think so. Yeah, or forces by itself, because at that point, see here. Oh, forces plus matter, then you could get in and hack somebody's phone. Take control of it with matter. But yeah, I don't think with what you guys currently have, I don't think that's a possibility. That said, calling somebody, depending on who picks up and how they respond, that's a possibility. Also, to remind you guys that you had talked about wanting to get in contact with Logan and following up with him. And the meeting is on Friday, and this is the afternoon of Tuesday.
Yeah, basically I had a couple things I wanted to do. I wanted to find out more about this guy. Or this person who sent us this thing.
Oh, okay.
Find out what their intentions might be. Find out who they are.
Mm-hmm.
And then also be like, hey, Logan, can I, make up for stealing your thunder? So what you want to do first?
Do you want to call Wyrd?
I'm kind of, I'll back you guys up for whatever. I'd like to kind of know more about this dinner, but if it's decided that we're going to go to this dinner, which I think might be a bad idea. I don't think we
have an option, really.
Then finding out more about this guy, I think, is important. Even if it's just to talk to him and find out what he wants.
Pick up the phone and call him.
We've already sent a message. Why not send,
Sure. Mammon, can I borrow a burner phone?
Yep, I'm sure Mammon is more than happy to provide. I think, that's true. You probably don't want to use one that you've currently been using, right?
No.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure Mammon has stashed some around. Doesn't require.
He's got a jacket full of them.
Right.
Pockets full of phones.
Yeah. I should text him. John, Wyrd wants to. That's fine. Yes, Mammon provides a burner phone. There's probably a stash. There's like a cellophone stack. A block of cell phones wrapped in cellophane. I was trying to get to the pun and it just wasn't working. But yeah, bunch of them.
Cell phones.
Cell phones wrapped in cellophane is where I was trying to go. So yep. Fire that template up. Is it? Pretty sure that one is fate, isn't it? Lucky number.
Yeah, just
It's fate 1.
Fate 2.
fate 2.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
No real reach except for instant and stuff, so that should all be no problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't even have to pump up duration because it's as long as you're dialing. So.
Mm-hmm. So 0, I've got 2. Doesn't matter. I don't need any extra potency, right?
Nope.
There's no withstand or anything on that?
Right, that's what I was looking for. There's no withstand or anything. It's just literally going to call the nearest phone.
3 and 4 for Yantras.
Cool. Yeah, so roll that big old 10. Yep. Cool.
Okay. Beep, 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 beep.
Yep.
Phone rings.
Trying to decide if he answers.
Oh, no, they definitely answer. Hello.
Hi. I'm calling about the invite you sent Songbird.
Oh, okay. Will you be attending?
Well, first of all, we'd like to know who you are and what you want.
If you want to know that, Moira, you'll need to come visit us.
I end the call.
That doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
Did you have that on speakerphone?
No.
Okay.
No. Okay.
You okay?
So, you all right there?
It's, wow. I just need a minute. Give me a minute.
They call you back.
That's,
Whose phone?
my phone.
Somebody will get it.
I have lazy teenagers. They don't like to answer the phone. Shit. Sorry, guys. He knows who I am. Like he knows who I am before I awaken.
Huh. Cue Atratus freaking out.
Yeah, this is dangerous.
Nobody knows who I am before I awaken.
I want to know how they know.
Well, imagine it wouldn't be that hard.
How?
I mean, they've seen you. If they were able to, like,
I've made a hard break from my previous
your
life.
face is the same. And as much as face tracking data is out there, it's entirely possible they could link those up. Your fingerprints are in databases. Your face is in databases.
Yeah, it's been a long time though, but
Your
still just
fingerprints
a
in your
little
face haven't changed.
freaky. No, well,
How long has Wyrd been awakened?
a couple of years,
Okay.
and not in this part of the country.
Not that far, though.
Yeah, I'm just a little freaked out, which is probably what he intended. Shit.
They want us to come.
Yeah.
Can you call them back and suggest a different meeting place?
Yeah.
I don't want to go
Where?
to their. I don't want to go to their place.
Yeah, so where?
Somewhere public.
Only the tender heart was a thing.
What's that?
Our
So if
bar.
only the tender heart was a thing.
Yeah. Songbird, do you have any recommendations for a place where we can meet them publicly?
Nope.
A reasonable dinner location that would be full of sleepers?
Or, maybe we can pull in a favor to,
From
like,
who?
I don't know, maybe meet at Rescue 1 or the Ebb and Dart.
No. I wouldn't take them
No?
to the Ebb and Dart, and I don't see the werewolves being cool with this.
I'm just throwing
Nope.
out ideas.
I think
I would say we could find a reasonably nice, guaranteed to be busy restaurant and make a reservation for. Call them back and see how many people they're sending. It's like, yeah, I'll go to dinner with you. I don't want to go to your house.
I'm kind of leaning to Songbirds. This guy's pissed me off now. Maybe it's cocky and it's for sure a bad idea, but why don't we just go in his face on his
Yep.
turf?
Yep, that's the Songbird way.
It just seems really dangerous.
I'm kind of angry. I kind of want to do that.
I don't like it.
While we're here, and now we know that like people obviously know about us. Where is it? I'm gonna cast a spell on the group of us.
Mm-hmm. I wonder which one it'll be.
Words and signs.
Yep.
What's that do?
Its subject is target of a spell. That spell is withstood by at least the potency of words and signs.
Would we know if we were targeted by a spell?
Mage.
Not necessarily.
Right. Mage sight might tingle if the effect was there, but like scrying, for instance, would not.
We wouldn't know.
Hmm.
How did they know the thing was being looked at?
Oh, yeah, no, it definitely would in that case. Yeah, scrying you would be able to do, but well, actually, lucky number, for instance, you would not know because that
Because the
effect is
target's
in
the
all,
number.
right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, you're correct.
Again, breach
And
doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, go ahead and do that. But one thing to note is that it's not withstood minimum by potency.
It's just withstood.
It is withstood, and the thing, and the fun thing for words and signs is if it is something like they're casting sympathetic, which has its own withstand. Anytime you have two sources of withstand, they're going to add. So yeah,
Cool.
Or each additional is +1.
Reach doesn't matter.
Nope. Well, you sit here in your domain.
I'd rather
so I get
step back
potency.
into the domain.
So advanced skill, advanced duration.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get it to potency 4, so -6. It starts at 1. It's a duration spell.
Oh, gotcha. Yep. Oh, actually, if you don't, because you can spend a reach to swap those. If you only care about it lasting for an hour, you can spend a reach to change a primary factor from duration to potency.
Oh, I just want this set up until we get there on Friday.
Oh, okay. So you really do want the long duration. Okay.
Mm-hmm. That said, what is it? Is an hour a week?
Hour, day,
Hour,
week.
day. Okay, so I'll swap them and only take a -4 instead of a -6.
So that would give you a potency of 3.
Potency of 3, and okay.
So, while he's working that out, question:
Mhm.
if I have, for example, a sworn oaths up, can I do conditional duration and all that other stuff afterwards, or do I have to have that all in place before I do the sworn oaths?
You do it as part of casting the spell.
Okay, so it's a -4 there instead of a -6. So it's 5
Right.
dice.
Yep. Nice. And we'll definitely say that Mammon is here, so everybody now has a potency of 3 on all spells, withstand of all spells.
I also want to put machine invisibility on all of us.
Cool. I love everyone's like, panic!
Yeah,
Shields
screw
up!
this.
Yep.
Let's see. I want to make it last a week. I have 2 points in matter, so I have 2 steps in duration already, right?
1 step in.
Okay. So how many reach do I need to make it last a week?
1 reach to put at advanced duration, and then
And
minus
penalties.
2.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's only... And 1 reach to make it affect all of us. So 3.
For advanced scale.
Mhm.
Where did my thing go?
Which one is sworn oaths?
Page 137, bottom right.
Yep.
I'm not calling him back.
Let's finish this up real quick, but
Sure.
then yes.
I have 2 for my runes and 2 for high speech. 4.
Oh yeah, bust out the tattoo.
So I'm rolling...
6.
Yep.
Yeah.
And how are you dealing with your overreach?
That'll be 2 dice.
Mm-hmm. You can spend the mana.
Yeah, I can do that. I have full mana.
Wait, hang on. 2 reach?
Two paradox dice.
Nope, just 1. She's only overreaching 1.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll just
All
spend the
right.
mana.
It's
Okay.
only weird that it gets double.
Right.
Good.
Oh. Okay, cool. So yeah, we're good. I saw the 1 success come up with a bunch of dice. I was like, what did I just roll for paradox? Okay, so chance die on paradox, nothing happens. Why do I keep doing that as jam roll? Whatever. Okay, so voomp. Okay.
Machines
Resistance
can't
on
see
spells, and yeah, machines can't see you. Cool. All right.
Zombies and golems can. I didn't spend the reach to make unliving constructs not see us, but
Sure. Hopefully, at the point that you run into constructs and zombies, you will see them first.
Yeah.
So Craig wants to call back. Are we good with that?
yeah,
Mhm.
call them back.
The phone picks up. Hello.
You have my attention.
Cool.
Will you swear to our safe conduct?
No.
Then why should we go?
Ask him what's for dinner.
What's for dinner?
Steak, roasted asparagus, potatoes, and I'm not sure quite what's planned for dessert. As for why you should come visit, ask Emily there if she would like to know what happened to Gabe.
Okay.
Oh, I don't have it on speaker.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't think I want to do that.
Okay.
Do you have some other reason other than veiled threats?
Well, these aren't veiled threats. They're promises of knowledge, power, anything a good, upstanding mage would want. I offered dinner. I wrote a note for you, specific.
But you won't swear to our safe conduct.
No. You either come trusting and wary, or you walk like, just because I swear doesn't mean others might happen upon you. I'm not going to be responsible for that.
That's also a quick way of weaseling out of having your minions do things to us while you sit there and passively observe.
Exactly. How is this oath going to solve? For all it matters, I could arrange for a horde of angry vampires to descend upon you as soon as you leave. Perhaps I've already arranged it. At that point, your oath will mean nothing, witch.
What about another location?
I'm thinking.
When we choose.
You can hear the eye roll. What location would this be?
We'll get back to you. Are you open to that possibility?
Yes, very well, but don't give me some dumb 1 hour notice. Give me 24
Tell
hours.
him it's because I'm sure his mansion's decor is shitty.
Just ask for how many people you need for the reservation.
24 hours notice, and how many people are you bringing?
Just myself, I believe.
Okay. You're buying. We'll see you Friday.
Oh, a restaurant. Very well.
And I hang up.
Okay.
So...
He's appears to be holding a lot of cards.
Fun thing about cards. My favorite game is 52 Pickup.
So yeah, we're definitely not going to his house.
No.
Or whatever that house he has arranged is, because it's not his.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pick us a nice, busy restaurant. If he wants to fuck around with spells, it's gonna cause him issues.
Sounds good. So, this guy's probably a seer, right?
Yeah.
Too early to tell, really.
I mean, if you relay everything that he said to us,
About the promise.
that's instantly where my head goes.
Promises of knowledge and power. And
what exactly does Wyrd?
Yeah, what do you tell us?
That's what I've told you.
So nothing.
So he's holding a lot of cards. He's open to having it at another location. He won't swear an oath of safe conduct. Or any oath of that matter.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. Huh. This is going to be fun.
Yeah, I don't like this.
I'm sure Mammon would have so much to say about all of this.
Yeah.
I know. I'm really
if his
upset.
power wasn't out.
He's gonna be real mad.
He's gonna be very upset when he finds out what's going on.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of break time too.
Is it?
Is it?
Yeah, just about. Yeah, it's a good spot for us to take a break at least. And that'll give us time to figure out what we're gonna do during the break, and maybe we'll be able to get Mammon back on here. This is rough. 2 weeks without Mammon, especially when about half of my stuff
need the space magic.
Need the space magic, and half of the stuff I had planned was, hey, so we're gonna talk about Mammon background. Oh wait, never mind. Yeah, we'll be right back. We'll see you guys on Friday. Bye.
Bye. Stay lucky.
And that was episode 23 of Occultists Anonymous. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. As always, if you're enjoying the show, please come join us on Discord, hang out, be part of the conversation, part of the community that we're starting to build up, which is really cool because you guys are talking about the show, but you're also talking about your own stuff. We've got multiple people talking about games they've run in the past, games that they're about to run, games that they're currently running. So that's really cool to see and kind of join in with you guys and kind of explore the stuff that you guys are doing while also watching our show. That always makes us feel really cool. Follow us on Twitter if you want. Mostly it's just me posting the videos and chit-chatting and retweeting Disney about, hey, the Atlantis movie anniversary. Woo! Yes, it was better than Beauty and the Beast. Songbird, suck it. Anyways, and hey, if you want in the comments, we can talk about our favorite Disney movies. Go for it. And then, of course, come check out what we've got going on Patreon, patreon.com/occultistanonymous. You can come pledge if you want to support us monetarily. You can follow us if you just want to keep up with what the heck is going on outside of stuff. If we're ever going to have any major announcements, they're going to be posted in Discord. Like if it's a short-term thing or if it's going to be a big long-term change, we'll probably make a little blog post on Patreon. So if you want to see the latest news and stuff like that, that's where we're going to do it. Cool. Otherwise, guys, so who's this guy on the other end of the phone? Let me know what you think down in the comments. We'd love to hear your guys' conspiracy theories. So yeah, we will see you on Friday. Bye.